y'all, so I've got another collection of some of my thoughts, some published, some not, but I am running out of space on my phone, so I gotta put these somewhere, right? If you want to hang out with me for a few minutes and watch them, that'd be super awesome, and if you could throw me a like, I'd love it. Thanks, guys. Y'all know that when they passed the big beautiful bill, they didn't actually think to pass the continuing resolution as part of it to keep the government running. Big beautiful bill, that budget, that whole thing that he passed, not to actually run the country. It was for, you know, everything else, like the tax cuts for Elon and his buddies, and some really big cuts to like our social safety nets. But yeah, nothing in there about running the actual country. They didn't leave any money for running the actual country. Oh my.
Again, some basic facts. Do you accept the fact that 1 million Americans died from COVID?
I don't know how many died.
You're the Secretary of Health and Human Services.
It's your literal job. Well, the jobs report came out yesterday, and it was actually worse than the last one. So I guess firing that lady didn't really do anything. Huh. Operation Warp Speed was a hallmark of the first Trump administration. Why is Trump spending money to undo something that he did? Stop wasting our money. You've seen the way he asks every single member of the press that's asking him a question, so where are you from? Well, that does not sit well with me. None of that is screaming free press.
Epstein and his accomplices stole their innocence, stole their very lives in some cases, ultimately to find out why justice has been delayed for these ladies for so very long. It is inexcusable.
Mike, I can go ahead and finish that word for you right there. No worries. And you're right, it is inexcusable. Right now, our president is busy threatening Republican lawmakers that if they vote to release the Epstein files and let us know all of the horrible, horrible people who are in them, well, you know, it'd be bad. While we're at it, Trump should really stop calling it a hoax when so much of the Republican Party thinks it's not one. I got told I was spewing propaganda in my last video. Let's talk about that. In the past 48 hours, ICE went up to people who were fighting a fire, a wildfire, the largest wildfire in the state. Like the history of the state. Said, hey, stop fighting that wildfire. We're gonna need you guys to line up and show us your papers. And then they arrested some Native Americans in that. Native as in indigenous, as in they were here first. ICE needs more training. You know, all over the internet for decades now, people have been asking me what this thing on my forehead is. It's actually an ex did that. An ex that really put me through some horrible, god-awful things. But it's always so sweet when y'all point it out. Thank you for that. And in any case, release the Epstein files, because victims matter. So I was having a conversation with my therapist, the fact that our politicians are just so far removed from us. And why is that? Well, I have a theory. You're going to need to stick with me. This is going to be a bit longer video. And there is someone actively fighting for my attention while I film it. Being a politician now isn't about speaking for the people. It's not about civic duty. It's not about service. It's not about any of those things. It's about getting rich, okay? Like that's what it is. It's all about getting rich. And the entry fee to become a politician is you have to already kind of be rich. So I live in Arkansas, and you would think it would be fairly easy for someone to try and become like a politician here. But, actually, okay, so Tom Cotton, we know Tom Cotton. He is one of our senators or something. Anytime someone tries to run against him, they get absolutely destroyed in the press. Absolutely. Like, what little press we have in Arkansas is on their ass, ripping them a new one, right? You have to have money to fight that sort of thing. You can't be, you know, me, who's like just a regular, everyday average citizen and be like, I want to run against Tom Cotton. Not that I would ever run against Tom Cotton, but I'm just speaking theoretically. I don't want to be a politician. I am not qualified to be a politician because of the brain damage. But, you know, see, I talk about that openly. I admit that. I will tell you. And see, she's right there. She wants to be in this video, I think. So, but yeah, no, you have to be rich to become a politician. You absolutely have to be rich. You can't be a citizen and become someone who speaks for the people. You have to be rich. But the people aren't rich. So nobody is speaking for us because they've created this system where you have to be one of them kind of to be able to get into it. And then they lock all of us out of it. And you know what? I'm just going to be frank with this word. It's fucking bullshit. Thanks for watching.